got any firearms on you at all?
Yeah.
Actually, that's why. And he's questioned that I don't think it's fishing stuff because there's no water around here.
Hello, welcome back to the woods. It's a beautiful spring afternoon, late afternoon, evening, and all the wild garlic flowers have come out, all the bluebells are out. It's absolutely stunning. And it's mild at the moment, but temperatures are due to drop down in a bit of a freakish way to 2 degrees Celsius, which is a little bit strange at the moment because we've had such a warm winter. But I do have with me some new toys. I have a new pomoly tent. I did bring a wood stove because the temperature dropped to 2 Celsius and I figured this would be the last opportunity for a hot tent camp if it does get really cold. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it yet, but I've got it with me. And I've got some other goodies in the bag. Got some military MREs, which I've not tried yet, some new ones. Yeah, it's going to be a nice evening. Thank you for watching, and let's get the tent set up. So this is my first time using this tent. There's a peg bag, a pole bag, and the tent itself. I think it's called the Chalet 70 Pro, 2-person tent. It's kind of like a house shape, which I quite like. I don't have many tents that shape in this kind of material, the modern tent material. Most of mine are heavy duty canvas, so I'm excited to try this one out. Well, it's a nice pretty backdrop today. The leaves are finally out on the trees, on the beech trees, and we're not getting as much rain. Makes such a big difference. Some nice, fairly heavy duty pegs, I like that. Decent size too. And 2 guy lines, I'm guessing, for the front and the back of the tent. Separate these out. Looks like it's got reflective material in the guy line, which is always a bonus. Yeah, there's 2 there. That is new to me. I haven't seen a tensioning strap, or buckle, sorry, like that before. These are really popular now, these triangular ones, and actually it does pinch really well. Quite like that. I always, when I get a tent new, just make a loop anyway so that it's ready, because that's going to need tying onto the top of the tent at this end. So this looks like where I'm going to tie it out from. There's the stove jack, and underneath just this section of the tent there is the fire resistant mat, the heat mat for where the stove would go on. So that's quite interesting. It's not the whole tent, obviously, it's just the section where the stove goes. We'll take this corner in and we'll tighten it all up afterwards. That was really easy, to be fair, given I've never seen it before. Now it's just a case of pegging out all the sides and just readjusting the other peg. And then I think we're there. There is a rain skirt here as well that comes out, and this is what gets the majority of the tension on the tent. There's little small guy lines on the end of these, pre-tied. It says 2 people, and I think you could definitely sleep 2 people comfortably in here. I guess the only thing is, this is where you have the stove. It's the only place you could have a stove. So you couldn't really have one person lying here, because you'd be right near the stove. So I guess the way you would do 2 people is one person lying like this, and they'd get the duties of feeding the stove, and then another person, basically in an L shape, lying across the back bit here, the front of the tent, or the back. But yeah, there's 2 entrances, so there's the exact same opening at the back. It has mosquito netting, and then the outer tent. Sorry, there's no outer or inner tent in this, it's just one piece. Yeah, it's all one piece. That's a nice touch. So there's mosquito mesh here as well, bug net. And you can, because of the rain fly, you can actually see out still into the forest, which is lovely. Because if you were laying down in the morning, you should be able to see out. I always think in a tent with a wood stove, low down vents are such an important thing, especially with carbon monoxide, where it's heavy and it sinks. It's just really nice to know tents like these. The pomoly, most of the pomoly ones seem to do it now. They have these vents low down to allow any carbon monoxide and dangerous gases to go out. So I've got the Dome X4 Pro as well, I think, and that has these low vents. So it's a really good thing, I think, that they do. I like that. Really helps with airflow, and being low down with the wood stove is normally low down as well, so it helps just blast that air into the wood stove. Yeah, this is cool. Like there's some small hooks at each end, the top of each apex on each side for hanging lanterns and lights. That's nice. Yeah, it's a lovely open plan tent. I like this. With a bit more headroom, and it's different to the dome ones. It's more of a cabin shape, like a house. Put the boots back on. This is the stove jack. It obviously needs, it rolls up like that, but it obviously needs cutting, and they let you do that to cut it to your own diameter wood stove. Sometimes I just put an X in, so that means you can fit different sized stoves in. But stove pipes, sorry. But yeah, that's a really unique idea, unique looking tent. I like the big rain skirt. First impressions, I do like it. There is a little bit of rain in the forecast tonight, not loads. I've just had my first bug bite of the year. Sadly, that's what comes with the warmer weather. Full disclosure, by the way, Pomoly did send me this. They just sent me a message and said, we've got this new style tent, would you like to try it out? And the stove, which I'm still not sure if I'm going to set up, but yeah, I said I'd give it a go because I quite liked the look of the tent, and I don't have one in this material that's like this. So we need to get a fire going. I'm not sure about the stove tonight. I really don't think I need it. I've lugged it all the way into the woods though. Oh, it's difficult. can feel the bugs in the air. There's no wind tonight, so I really could do with getting a fire going fairly quickly. In fact, I'm going to do the fire now. I'm getting bitten. Pretty rotten, this wood. Punky. Very punky. Right, different tactic. Right, let's get rid of these bugs. So this beech here is actually really punky. It's too far gone. Tried to split it down with a knife, but it's just kind of falling off. So instead, I've opted for snapped dry twigs. I had a firelighter in my bag for these types of situations where I need to get a fire going quickly because I want to get rid of bugs or just heavy rain, and it's, you know, it's a good backup to have. So this wood is dry, so it shouldn't take long to go. I just put this X-shaped sticks underneath so I can lift it up, and that firelighter doesn't get smothered, but it does allow the oxygen to funnel through, so it improves the airflow. And once that flame there at the top starts to come through a lot more, then I can lower this down. birds are still chirping away, which I do absolutely love about spring, and I really enjoy these longer evenings. So I've brought with me today some MREs. I've got a few here actually, varying ones. I've got Menu 6 from the US Military Department of Defense in the United States of America. I have had a US MRE before. This is Menu 6. I can't remember what menu I've had. I've actually written down on a spreadsheet, this is a bit dull, but I've written down, I've got a spreadsheet going now of all the MREs I've tried. I'm going to try and put it up on my website, taoutdoors.com, so that you guys can take a look at it, see which ones I've had, and maybe suggest to me, I'll put a little contact form or something, suggest to me which ones that you've had that maybe I haven't, because I really like trying them. So I've gone for the Menu 6 US, and then from my previous German ration where I did the 24, the sort of 24 hour, the overnight in the stealth cabin, the little folding cabin I did, I've got some leftovers from that. These are out of date, they're October last year, but I don't mind eating these. The issue I guess with these, the German ones, is obviously the instructions are in German, so I don't really know German very well. I can kind of make it out, but these are puddings, so essentially it's like muesli. I can see the word muesli on here, so this is sort of breakfast, and then this is my main meal. It's a Menu 6 for the US one, is beef taco filling. Oh, the light's starting to go quick now. I reckon I've got 40 minutes of daylight left. Even the camera, since I've been talking, has gone slightly dull. Right, so I'm going to get a lot of stick for having an MRE. I get it. There are people out there that absolutely hate these, and they hate that I use them in videos, and I do kind of see that. The thing is I was late coming out here today. I've got 2 kids. A lot of the time, even with my overnights, when this is my full-time job, I still, I'm a dad, I have other commitments as well, and so getting out camping sometimes is actually quite tricky. I have life as well outside of this. So sometimes I'll come prepared with full ingredients and a really nice gourmet meal, and other times when I'm in a bit of a rush but I still want to go camping, I'll have MREs. So I'll always have MREs at home because they have a really long shelf life, and for these nights like tonight where I need to get set up quickly and I need to eat rather quickly, I find they're actually really useful for that. But I know I'm going to get stick for eating them. But I'm sorry guys, it's just something that I enjoy doing, and I enjoy trying them out, the different kind of MREs from across the world that our military chaps have to eat on a regular basis. I just enjoy experimenting with it all. So that is Menu 6 of the US MRE. That's the beef taco, that's nut and raisin mix. This looks like sugar, tea and coffee, yep, in there, and chewing gum. Oh, we have a spoon, that's always nice, especially as I tend to forget mine. Cheese spread. What's this? Santa Fe rice and beans, so it's 2 kind of small meals. Yeah, the chemical activator thing in there, and it warms it up, which I've never used before. That's these. So I've never used these. I'm a bit slow to the party here. There's a picture of someone eating it. Definitely don't eat it. So I think you put one of these in there and it warms up the MRE. I've never seen this before. This is always a nice touch when they provide an actual breakdown of what's in there, with all the ingredients and stuff. I do like that. And that is tortillas. So I'm gonna have to read this and see what I've got to do, because I've never done it before. This is my first time ever using one of these. If I guess you guys can pause the screen. There's all the instructions, fairly lengthy, but essentially there's the heater, the heating pads in there. It says do not overfill, so I'm guessing there's 2 lines, but I'm guessing it's that top line. Don't overfill any water over the top line. So as far as I'm aware, I've got to rip it here. Again, first time doing this. This is the beef taco. So I think, just flatten it out a bit. Slide that all the way to the bottom. That really doesn't seem like much water. I'd be tempted to put more in, but I'm not going to. So, I'm going to pour it vertically first. I can actually see it. Whoop. Oh, tiny bit over. I mean, that does not seem like much water at all. Right now, I mean, I'm guessing, I'm just going to fold this quickly, roll it a few times, let that water spread around to get evenly, to activate the pads evenly there. That really doesn't seem like much water. Oh, okay, it's getting hot. And then I'm going to put that in this thing to trap the heat. And I guess just, it says lean it up against something. Anyway, let's see what happens. And let's leave that there for I think it was 4 to 6 minutes. We will see. First time doing it, so I've got no idea. Oh, I can feel the pat's getting warm though. Really warm. Wow, that was fast. I just feel like this should have been all the way down there, this cardboard, but I'm trying to trap it there so the heat doesn't come out. Let's leave it for 5 to 10 minutes to see. Got a little Guinness here, which I may have opened earlier. Well, it's definitely warm. I've actually given it 10 minutes. Where are you off? I might even stick the other one in there now. Does that work? Can you do that? Can you stick another one in it? This is the Santa Fe rice and beans. I'm being a bit of a greed here, but I'm going to stick it in there. That's what she said. Fold it over again. And give that another 5. Piggy. Yeah, it feels warm. Looks like it's a side open. Let's get a tortilla ready. 2 tortillas in that. This is cool. I've never had tortillas in a MRE. So, menu 6, what do you have for me? Ooh, smells nice. They never look appealing, but it's not about looks if you are in combat and fighting. Let's load this one up. Here we go. That is the most un-MRE look. It's really nice. It's also really messy. Let's load up tortilla number 2, which has a bit of a rip in it. But I'm really impressed with that. Never had one of those in an MRE before. 8 PM. It's nice, it's light till 8 PM. Oh, when did I put the rice in? Well, that was good. I liked that. I liked the convenience of the chemical heater as well. It beats the faff of having to get the little hexamine types tablets and light those, and the little folding stove, which I still love. But in terms of taste, that was nice. Menu 6. What do you guys think? Have you guys out there had some US MREs? I'm sure you have, because I've got a big US following. So what's your favourite, or what do you guys recommend? I'm always asking for recommendations in the comments. What's your best MRE? I know I've had some of the Norwegian ones and they were amazing, but yeah, the convenience of that was really good. I'm gonna get a bit of pot of boiling water on for tea or coffee. Again, another reason why the MREs are quite good. They come with sort of teas and coffees as well. Let's put that on the hot side there. So I don't know if you guys have been following my second YouTube channel, my other one called Life of Mike. I'll put a link in the description, but basically I've been working on my Defender, my Land Rover Defender build. It's a 2015 Land Rover Defender. I bought it second hand It had done, I think, 29,000 miles, and yeah, I'm basically turning it into more of an overland vehicle, more prepared for overlanding. I've done a few things to it already, and some quite major bits, some a bit smaller. But if you want to follow along on that journey, then head on over to Life of Mike, and there'll be a lot of kind of vehicle content on there, as well as my military Land Rover, which I'm going to start doing this spring as well. But this is a front runner, like LED strip light for mostly for kind of rooftop tents and things like that. But it can be used in any tent. It's got clips on the top, and I figure I'd give it a go. It's for my Land Rover, but I figure I would give it a go. It just works via USB and a power bank, and I've got no idea if it's going to work. Oh, I do have battery, that's good. Ooh, we have light. That's really handy. I'm going to try and hang that in the tent. It's a bit hard in this tent because there's no bits around the top, but it's... Hey, that's cool. That worked out better than I thought. It's actually really good lighting for a USB power bank one. Right, let's check on the rice. Well, the brown rice and beans is still warm, to be fair, so it might have worked. Oh, I'm pleased I got 2 meals from one thing. I wonder how long it stays hot for. Another cool thing is these US ones have side openings here, so your sport, rather than go down really deep into the bag and get gunk all on your hands, get the food on your hands, they open from the side, which makes it a lot easier to eat out of. It's not as nice as the tacos, beef taco. And I got both of them, and that's still warm. Oh, it's still actually hot to touch. So as you can probably tell, I don't really need the fire for heat tonight. I thought it'd be, well, it is getting colder, but it's still only 8:15 at night. I'm gonna try, this was in the MRE, the US one. Bill's Brew. Freeze-dried coffee. It's probably gonna be not very good. So they do actually have a creamer for your tea or coffee. I'm going to put some in. Normally I have these black, but oh, it's quite bitter. But yeah, very pleased with my setup here. It's actually getting dark now, finally, 8:30. It's lovely, these evenings coming out. I am actually really looking forward to summer. We've had such a wet winter here. I'm very much looking forward to summer. Oh no, my lantern's burnt out. Are you out of paraffin? Oh no, there we go. Turned it down too much. I love this little thing. Oh no, you are out of paraffin. Here we go. You're about to burn out. No. Had you there for the ambient lighting. I don't want to burn loads of the wick. We'll let that just burn out. Some of you might be wondering why in this video, I'm sure in the title somewhere it says police called. And this actually is the first time this has ever happened to me. So I was out here last week. I'll just give you a bit of context, but I was out here last week with Dad, and we were making a film for my second channel, The Life of Mike. And yeah, someone had basically called the police on us. I'll roll the footage in a minute, and kind of a lot will be explained in that. But there was 3 police officers that were called, and one of them, the first one, had an attack dog, and they had their body cams. I saw him turn the body camera on. It's a thing over here. I'm sure it is across the pond, and most places nowadays the police do tend to have body cameras. But we happened to be filming an episode. It's here by Woodland, and we happened to be filming an episode anyway. And it was weird because we were filming this cooking segment, these dad's hot dogs on the fire, and we just left the camera rolling. And actually, as the police came up to us, the whole thing was recorded because we were filming already the frying pan. It was a really interesting experience. Like I say, first time I've ever had that happen to me. But what I'll do is I'll roll the footage on now, and then I'll give you a bit more context at the end, because I'm not gonna. There was a lot more footage, but I'll just give you the kind of important bits, and I'll explain a bit more after. But anyway, here's the footage.
Jesus.
Definitely hot enough.
Go for it.
I'm like some sort of Gordon Ramsay chef.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Have you got any firearms on
Yeah.
you at all?
Yeah.
Have you got the grey car on the road?
The grey
Yes.
car, the
Yeah, the estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody was going past
Yeah,
and saw
they
you
see
coming in with
everyone.
With the
firearms.
guns, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show you my certificate.
Yeah.
He'll show you the burnt sausages. You're all right with burnt
Yeah.
sausages.
Have you got permission to be up here and everything?
Yeah, he owns the woodland.
It's your
Yeah.
woodland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Exeter, that's right.
Where is Doug? Where did you put the... Oh, yeah.
All the bags. All bags up.
Yes, I'm with the two gentlemen now. I'll pass you some names in a second, but one of the gentlemen actually owns this woodland and has got
Sorry.
air rifles.
And he's got
And a shotgun.
He's got a ticket in everything.
Do you want to go to run?
Dog's looking at them, right.
See the jogger go past?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Vaguely in the background as
yeah,
I was
so
getting the guns out the
called
back.
it in, he saw you,
Yeah.
and he's questioned that I don't think it's fishing stuff because there's no water around it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's
yeah,
then
yeah,
gone,
it's
it
fair
could
enough.
be firearms.
Pardon? Squirrel, grey squirrel. Which is why we thought, yeah, right.
Yeah. How long have you owned this bit of woodland then?
2021, November 21. Yeah.
Good boy, don't look at me.
Pardon?
I've already got it.
Yeah, woodland
Is that right?
management.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of my woodland management.
Yeah, that's
That'll go
nice.
to the dog, watch out!
30-second rule, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy yourself, guys.
Cheers,
Very
thank
much.
you. Thanks very much.
If you hear a bang, you see it, you'll know it's a squirrel.
Yeah.
It's louder than the air rifle.
You know we got one.
We've blown up the can of beans on the
That's
fire.
it, yeah.
There's some cheese to go with this.
So that was an interesting experience, as I said earlier. I think the officer mentioned it there as well. What basically happened is we were in Dad's car and we were getting the guns out of the car. This is my shotgun, my air rifle, and Dad's air rifle, because we were doing some air rifle shooting as well. And they were all in their gun cases. And I saw this jogger coming past, and I didn't think anything of it. I just kind of looked at them, saw them come past. It was just someone jogging on the road. And it was a really quiet, what we call a B road over here in England. It's like a country road. And yeah, so I saw them run past. We were getting the guns out of the car at the time. They were totally bagged. And this is in a heavily like shooting area. So pheasant shooting is really big around this area. So it's not like people kind of aren't used to hearing or seeing people walking down the roads and stuff, crossing to different beats, different shoots with their guns on their back, all totally bagged normally. So the guns were totally in their bag. But apparently, and you might have heard the officers say there, apparently they had said that they saw these, I don't know, two people with guns, and they thought they were fishing rods, but they know that there's no fishing lakes nearby. And we found that a bit odd because there's definitely no, it was somebody local, I think, because they're jogging. They wouldn't have driven to jog somewhere, I don't think. It made for an interesting day. So actually, thank you to that person who phoned the police, because now I'm on talking terms with the police. They know exactly who I am. They know that I have all the correct licenses. My guns are all registered. They ran them through the database. They checked all that they were really thorough. And actually we had a conversation off camera after that. It turns out they know one of the other woodland owners who was also on the force with them. So it was just, we had a really good chat afterwards. And I guess they just had to do their jobs. It was a bit of a time waste for them. I feel a bit sorry for for the police that had to come out, because I'm sure there's better things for them to do than have to come out to people who are legitimately doing something totally legal within their reason. But it was, yeah, maybe, who knows, it was something to add footage to this film, and I thought it would be interesting for you guys to see. So if you want to see that whole episode of actually me and Dad and that day, which ended up being really interesting, I'll put that, it's on the Life of Mike channel now, I'll put that in the description below, and we'll head over to Life of Mike on YouTube and you'll be able to find it. Yeah, fair play to them, they were really good about it, and they did everything really thoroughly. There we go. We have light. Because I've not got the stove on tonight, I'm thinking I might be able to put the chair there on the stove mat, because it's reinforced, and sit on it. There's so much room's in this tent. It's quite impressive in terms of the pack size to the actual room itself in here, which is something that appealed to me. Obviously, if I had the stove in here, I wouldn't be able to sit up this end, but this is spacious. I'm quite pleased with my my LED light strip up here. Yeah, this is really quite spacious. I'll put the specs in the video description below. So the total weight of the tent and the poles and everything is 4.6 kilos, which I know for ultralight camping people that is a heavy tent, but I personally didn't find it that heavy, carrying over 1 kilometre up here. And yeah, this is sunset yellow, the colour. So the height on the apex, for those wondering, is 4.9 feet, 150 centimetres. So there's loads of headroom in here. I'll have to take it out on a really heavy raining day and see how it fares. Right, 9 o'clock. My plan is to chill out, and I've been addicted to Fallout, the new series Fallout at the moment, and I'm going to plough through. I've only got a couple of episodes left, so I'm going to sit down and watch that. If anything happens, I'll let you guys know. But so far, so good. It's a very still night. Yeah, really peaceful. Anyway, I really want to watch Fallout, so I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. It's just started to rain a little bit, but it's only a light shower. I don't think there's any heavy rain due tonight. Thank you for watching, folks. If you're watching this far already, much appreciated. We'll see what the morning brings. Morning. We actually did have some rain in the night. I can see water droplets on the tent. There's only light, no leakage, which is fine. Looks like it's a nice morning out there though, and the birds. Oh, let's get a little fire going and get some breakfast. I'm on my Thermarest mattress, which is great for the heat, for like the warmth. Really narrow, to be in the lookout for a bigger mattress, air mattress that has like baffles on the side, so that I don't roll off it a lot, because I roll off this quite a lot. Anyone got any advice on mattresses to use where I don't keep rolling? Hit me in the comments, because that would be useful, and that packs down relatively small. Been using this light a lot lately. I really like it for filming. But I use the power bank function on it a lot as well. It's quite a decent power bank. Charge up my phone. It feels really good quality. It packs down like that. Telescopic. Cool piece of kit. I like it. I'll link it in the description. I'll link all the gear I'm using in the description below for those who are interested. Trying the nut and raisin mix from the rations, and then I've got the German military breakfast ration. This is like the Matrix. Just opened it, and there's a red. Let me get it out. Do you want the red pill or the blue pill? A little bit of coffee. I did bring my own coffee this time as well, knowing that the ration ones aren't amazing. This is a great thing about what I quite like about rations. For example, this morning, only need a small fire, don't need to chop any wood, can just use sticks, because all I need to heat the food is just hot water. About 150 ml of water for this one, and I don't know. And same again for the tea, really, or coffee. So that is where they come in useful. If you need to make a quick pack up the next morning. Where's the fill line? Oh, this one doesn't actually have one. This is just straight dried fruit. Whoa, that's weird. It's like air. Good job I googled that. Reisstoff mit Hühnerfleisch, which apparently is rice pot with chicken meat, according to Google Translate. I was about to have that for breakfast, thinking it was muesli, but it's obviously where it's dried. So, dried apple and apricot it is, and peanuts. So you might have seen when I was lighting the fire that there was already a fire scar here, or a fire burn from previous fires, and that's because I don't want to have fire scars all around the woodland. So wherever I come to an area that I've camped to before, I try and have the fire in the same area, certainly for every few years, and then I won't, make a new one until a good few years later to give the ground a rest. Before I pack away the tent, I've just opened up the other side as well. But you can see it's obviously dual aspect, so you can have the front or the back of the tent, whichever end you want. That side does have the wood stove, so if it started to get warm, or you wanted to be able to have two exits while the wood stove's going, you could just fold up one corner over there. I think it's quite a versatile tent, really. I've not tested it in really extreme conditions. I need to find a heavy rainy day to give it a rain test. But at the moment, I don't want a rainy day because we've had so much rain this winter that it'd be nice to just enjoy camping when it's drier. I was saying yesterday that these tie-outs for the rain skirt don't have tighteners, tensioners, but they do. It's just I couldn't see the little tag end here. But yeah, you can just tension them like that and they pinch. Then you lift it up, and it loosens. So actually that's really good, I like that. Really simple and easy. I just didn't see that yesterday. But these are what you want to keep really tight on the tent so the rain just runs off. I would probably knot that end there so it doesn't slip back through. There you go, just a little knot like that. It's easy to grab as well. And that way if I pull it right up, it locks and doesn't pull through. Yeah, nice. I like that, good touch. Well, thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, I'll link in the description below to the video on the Life of Mike channel, the full police thing, and any gear that I've used is in the description box below. We are going for Tuesday uploads. Might not be every Tuesday, but think TA Tuesdays. That's going to be my upload day from now going forwards. So if you're on a Tuesday and you're wondering what to do, usually about 5 PM, 6 PM UK time, hopefully, check out my channel, TA Outdoors, and there should be hopefully a new video. Also, I'm going to be going to the Bushcraft show at the end of May. It's a great chance, it's the only chance a year I get to meet you guys, my subscribers, and just chat. I'll have the TA axes there and all my kind of other bushcraft gear and things. I'll be on a stand and I'll be camping there as well. So if you're not doing anything that weekend and you're looking for something to do, I'll put a link in the description to the Bushcraft Show's website. They've been kind enough to offer a 15% discount for you guys with the discount code. I think it's TA15 or something, but I'll put it here somewhere. Yeah, it's a really good opportunity for me to meet you guys, and yeah, like I say, the only event I'll probably be doing this year. So if you're around at the end of May on the bank holiday weekends, then come along and say hi. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh, and don't forget to check out my dad's YouTube channel as well, TA Fishing. I'll link that in the description below. Everything's there. Everything you need is in the description box below. It's going to be a really nice day today. Yeah, really nice day. Right, I'll see you soon.